Welcome to Techstination. Joining us are a couple of guests from iRobot. Michelle Gattuso is Vice President of Portfolio and Software Product Management. Thank you for joining us, Michelle.
Thank you.
And Sarah Wang is the Senior Product Manager at iRobot. Thank you for joining us, Sarah.
Thank you.
We're going to talk to you first, Michelle, and it is a conversation we can chime in throughout here, but you've got a brand new platform at iRobot that you are calling Genius. Tell us about that. What's that all about?
Yeah, it's super exciting. So I think probably in the first time of our history, we're launching a digital experience on our robots. Typically our announcements are all about physical products, and so this is our first digital launch. The idea behind the iRobot Genius is that it is a platform. It's simply that. It's a platform of intelligence, and it helps our robots work better in people's homes. This intelligence really comes to life through our home app. And so the home app combined with the cleaning performance provides this customer personalization that most users are looking for. It just helps the robots clean better in their homes. It talks more about the when, the where, and the how.
Well, step us through a little bit about how people are going to use this and what went into creating this Genius platform.
Yeah, so the industry, we are a market leader right now in the robots. We're celebrating 30 years right now of our company history. So we've got a lot of intelligence and knowledge about robots. And I would say, probably since 2018, we've been starting to connect robots. And over the years, we now have close to, let's say, a little over 6 million connected robots. And so we can understand how our users using the robots in their home, where are they getting stuck, just general feedback on the performance of the robots. And so we brought all of this into a data lake, basically. And through AI and all of our analytics, we now can make suggestions, recommendations to help the users really succeed with their robots. So the idea behind it is, again, when you want to, we have data to show that most people are cleaning either in the kitchen or in the family room, typically where the messes happen. So if you're messy like me while I'm chopping and cooking, I can identify in front of the cabinets, and the robot can clean in 5 minutes rather than having to clean the entire kitchen, which could take up to 40 minutes. So it's about simplifying the experience and making the robots easier to use. We also have intelligence around, where you live, perhaps. So if it's allergy season, which is upon all of us, it will actually prompt users to suggest maybe you want to clean more frequently and set more schedules. And so it's all of this intelligence coming to life in the Genius aspect, and then presenting that to the users. And of course they can accept or not accept, but it's really just helping to simplify their usage.
And you can set this, the app so that the robots go to work even if you're not around?
Absolutely. That's one of the best parts. With the Genius is, we want to be a leader in the smart home. So it's not just about the robot. The robots, we believe, used to want to work autonomously. But now we believe it's this tight collaboration and partnership with users. So they clean like you want to clean. As most of us know, that the easiest way to clean is when no one is around. You're not working around people. You don't have to worry about making noise. The same thing goes for the robots. So the premise behind a smart home is we have devices within the smart home, perhaps like a door lock or a garage door opener through our partnership with IFT. And we can detect when the users leave the homes. And then that's a prime time to go and clean the house. So all of this is integrated within our experience. Most of the users already subscribe to those services, and we simply just bring them into our application, and it just helps the robots move around the house a little bit more freely now that we're all stuck at home.
I see a sequel to Toy Story with the iRobot story, with them having a party when you're not home and talking to each other.
Actually, that would be a great commercial, because it could be exactly that. We get a lot of the pets, as they're dragging around their robots, or they're interacting it when their owners aren't home. So I do see the toys coming alive. That would be fun.
Lots of fun. And what you have to do also is make this simple enough, the app, that people aren't intimidated by using the app. So tell us about that aspect.
Yeah, so we believe in this curated experience and really helping users succeed. Most of the competition also provides like voice integration. However, you would have to use like the Google app or the Alexa app and do most of the cleaning through their app, where we've completely curated this experience within our iRobot Home app. So it's just about simplifying that, presenting it as an option to the users. Again, if you're just walking out the door and you want to say, you know, Roomba, go clean the kitchen, it's really that simple. You don't have to think about going into your app, figuring out which room to select. It's a voice command and you're out of the house in 5 seconds and the robot is off cleaning. So it is about making it simple. It's about making, you know, just general recommendations. Anyone can set up a clean zone or a keep out zone, perhaps where you don't want the robots to go. We can actually make those recommendations for the user. So for example, part of that genius is underneath the desks we're all sitting at, if there's lots of cables, they are kind of the robot nightmare. They want to clean in there because that's where all the crumbs get, but they also get tangled in there. And so the genius can detect if we've been here and we've been stuck in this place for more than 3 times, let's just not go there again. And we would present to the user, would you like to make this a keep out zone? And the user just has to say yes, rather than going through, you know, about 5 or 10 minutes of setup and doing it on their own. So it's just helping them get more successful with the robots in their own home.
And it doesn't tell you, how about cleaning up those wires that spaghetti underneath your desk? So.
I think that's a learned behavior. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. But yeah, it's always like cleaning up before the cleaning lady comes. It's kind of the same premise here. If you really want to be successful, just removing the socks off the floor or the other areas, the chair is my big one. It always wants to get stuck between my chair and the wall. So just pushing it over a little bit and helping it out like you would any cleaning service or any other partner, the way that you would clean your house, is just helping more success. But we're trying to do those reminders on behalf of the user so they don't have to think about it in advance.
Well, with smartphones knowing where we all are and where family members are sometimes, maybe one day your Roomba will know when the in-laws are on their way and start cleaning automatically. So.
I'm actually working on that feature now. I agree with that. That use case in particular is ideal. Unfortunately, no one's coming over to the house lately, but hopefully next year we will.
Well, there is something new on the hardware side too. And Sarah, we want to turn to you to tell us about that. You've got a couple of new robots, I think, or one that's, I guess, with different features, different levels. It's called the i3. Tell us about it.
Yeah, absolutely, Brad. So I want to go back to back in 2018 and 2019, we launched 2 new products, the i7, i7 Plus, and also the S9, S9 Plus. So i3 and i3 Plus are the new member to the i series. And this is the new product we're targeting our core segment or the mid-price point products. So this one has many of the advanced features that used to be on more premium products. It has great cleaning of AeroForce 3-stage, the same cleaning system we have on i7. It has intelligence of systematic navigation and recharge resume. So which means this robot will just keep cleaning until it gets the job done. And then as you can see in my background, it has the most beloved automatic dirt disposal, which means this is truly autonomous robot that you can just set it and forget about it for months at a time. So I think this is a great addition to our Roomba family.
And there's a plus version of the i3 too.
Yeah, so like i7 and the i9, it has 2 configurations. The i3 Plus come with the dirt disposal included. But if the user just want to try the robot first, they can get i3, and then they can get a clean-based standalone and upgrade to a better experience later. So we want to give user that option.
And how much dirt can be held before you have to empty it if you go with the Plus?
Well, so it's on average, we say it can hold debris for 60 days or 2 months at a time. But it really varies. I've been testing i3 at my home. I have 1 cat, my average home, mix of carpet and hardwood floor. I've gone 6 months without changing the bag. So it can really, really hold. I know it doesn't look big, but we have really powerful compression that really just compress the debris down. So yeah, people can be very pleasant surprised to find out how much it holds.
And it's an interesting move because, as you mentioned, you've got the i7 out there and even higher. But here we are at i3. So tell us what the strategy is.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the i3, the price point we have this product is like $399 for the robot only, and then $599 for the one with the dirt disposal. So we think this is going to be a great product for people either wants to upgrade from a older model Roomba, or it would be like for the first time robotic vacuum owners who are willing to invest a little bit more money, but they want to get a reliable product that can just like take cleaning off their minds. So this is really for those people, whereas our more, I would say the more premium model like the i7, S9 are for people who just want to get a more personalized experience, more intelligence of their robot. Like many of the features that Michelle has mentioned, they're for the i7 and S9. So,
And they would all use the pretty much the same app?
yes. The new app is available for all our Roomba and Brahma robots.
And tell us about pricing and availability. This is out obviously in plenty of time for the holiday season.
Yeah, so we launched this product like in I think North America on Sunday. So it's really brand new. It's now available in all major retail, like you can find in Best Buy, Best and Beyond, Target, Amazon, and of course iRobot.com. So it's widely available, and we definitely want to have this out there for the holiday season this year.
And Michelle, maybe you want to take this one. Obviously, iRobot was the pioneer in all of this, but you've got lots of competition. What do you feel your key advantages are still in the market?
I think the biggest key advantage for us is the market's still relatively new for robots, right? And so if we think about the statistic shows for the category growth, just for RVCs, robot vacuum cleaners, it's about 22%. And you look at that compared to standard vacuum cleaners, which is single digits. So there's a lot of new consumers wanting to get into this space or looking to get into this space. So the competitive growth is really around just our rich history. We go everywhere from robots doing military work to now consumer products, and just our rich history and understanding how robots move, how do they function, years and years, again, like I mentioned, learning behaviors of what do people want. Sarah's talked about the clean base. That's relatively new for us, but it really is a huge pain point. You think about every time you have to empty the bin, like all this dust comes out. And so learning that and optimizing that, understanding the rollers. Again, we use a rubber roller that picks up a lot more hair. Hair doesn't easily get tangled around it, nor do cords. So just optimization of all of that gives us this rich competitive advantage. But because of that, we also have all the data of the substantial base we have today. So understanding how do they use it, they provide us feedback of likes and dislikes. We're always inventing on what we want to do next. And so the competitive is really about the experience you have with iRobot. It's looking into the future of where do we want to go with that relationship. So I find that part pretty exciting.
Congratulations on all that you're doing there. The website for more information is iRobot.com. Michelle Gattuso and Sarah Wang, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you.
It's
a pleasure.